Colgate-Palmolive reported in-line earnings of 70 cents per share. Here to talk about those earnings is Ian Gordon from S&P Capital IQ. Welcome, Ian.
Thank you, Greg.
All right, well, tell me, what's your view of the earnings? They were in line with analyst estimates, but they were a little bit light on the top line.
Yeah, actually they were in line with our numbers on the top line as well. I think overall it was a pretty good quarter. The organic sales growth, which is excluding the foreign currency, was slightly ahead of our estimate. There was strength pretty much throughout all of their geographies except for Europe. Europe's been a little bit of a problem for them. But overall, I think it was a pretty good quarter. The earnings, the EPS grew about 5% year over year. But that includes about 4% hit from the currency. So, underlying all that, pretty solid number.
And the stock is trading up around 2%, so the street seems to like the number as well. Let's talk a little bit more about that currency effect. It seems as though they were hurt in Venezuela with the devaluation of the bolivar. Is this a one-time thing or something we can expect going forward?
Yeah, well, specifically in Venezuela, the government did devalue the bolivar by 32%. So that's a pretty big headwind for Colgate. They have about 4% of their sales from Venezuela. That's going to impact their results for the next year until they anniversary that. And then after that, who knows, if Venezuela devalues their currency again, we could see additional impact. It's not the first time they've done it, and it probably won't be the last.
Another slight problem with sales in Europe. We're down 3%. They blamed a pricing problem with that. Will they be able to raise prices in Europe? Should Europe hopefully get better in the second half?
Yeah, actually, I think when you look a little closer at Europe, last year they had a surprisingly positive positive organic sales growth number. So, we weren't too surprised by the negative. I think the trends there have been pretty similar to what we've seen over the last couple of years. It is a challenging market for them, particularly in Southern Europe. So, they're going to stay the course, I think, and a lot of people saying Europe's about to bottom, so we'll see about that.
Finally, as I mentioned, the stock is popping today. Should investors buy more?
Yeah, we have a hold opinion on shares of Colgate-Palmolive. We like their fast-growing emerging markets exposure, but we do see that balanced against some of the risks in Latin America as well as Europe. And we think the valuation's at a little bit of a premium to its history, and so we're staying hold.
All right, thanks a lot, Ian.
You're welcome.